H-Town. Happy first open WOD of 2015. Congratulations if it was your first time in the open. We had a great time on Friday Night Lights. I hope you guys come out if you weren't there last week, okay? The workout with the open and last week was a little bit tough on your shoulders, right? We had a lot of those toe-to bars, we had a lot of those snatches that we were working on. So I want to work a little bit on your shoulder mobility, specifically internal rotation. All right, so we talked about, if you've been to the mobility course, we've talked about internal rotation we use whenever we're pulling off of the ground and driving through our heels. Our arms are just straps, yes, but we need that internal rotation in order for us to stay tall and long whenever we're drawing anything off the ground, okay? So a couple ways that we can do and increase internal rotation, a little bit of mobility and stretching as well, okay? So remember, you want to warm up, do some dynamic stuff with the PVC pipe, test and retest, okay? So if we have PVC pipe here, then just do some pass-throughs. Shouldn't be sticky, just warming things up. 3 sets of 20 might be fine, okay? That's all right. So then, first thing, before stretching, we want to do some mobility, okay? So we're going to use a lacrosse ball, and we're going to get in the corner of your shoulder blade here, okay? If we get our arm into internal rotation, that shoulder blade pops out a little bit, okay? And right in there is where we want to get this lacrosse ball, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to get on the ground, you're going to put this lacrosse ball right in the pocket that shoulder blade makes. And then we can support our head here and just kind of dig in and oscillate around there. We're going to hold it for a minute on one spot, right? And then we're going to go down in there. And again, hit another spot for a minute. Make sure you're creating some change in the tissue. Really dig in. It shouldn't feel great, right? If it doesn't hurt, then you might not need it there, right? So try and get in there. Hit 5 different spots up and down that shoulder blade, okay? That will loosen up that tissue. Then, what we can do, it's called a sleeper stretch. We're gonna lie on the ground with your shoulder blade trapped between your body and the ground, okay? Then we're gonna put your arm out at an angle about 45 degrees. So not straight up above you and not straight out in front. About 45 degrees. We're gonna pull your shoulder blade back and seat that shoulder blade. Bend your elbow, internally rotate, okay? So what we're looking for here is for your shoulder to stay down and get that internal rotation in your shoulder, okay? If your shoulder blade comes up, you're gonna be able to go way further, right? But that's fake internal rotation. So seat that shoulder blade, get that elbow in, and pull it down, okay? We can either hold it here for 30 seconds, 3 times, and do it on both sides, or we can do some contract relax, right? Get it into a comfortable position, try and contract those muscles, lightly contract maybe 10% of your pressure, and then when you relax, you can go a little bit further. Stretches shouldn't hurt, don't let it hurt, okay? Contract, 5 seconds, relax, go just a little bit further for 10. You can contract and relax like that, okay? So you can gain some internal rotation with that sleeper stretch. All right, one more internal rotation stretch. Again, with that PVC pipe, we can get a PVC pipe, we can get a band, we can get a towel, whatever it is that you want, okay? We're gonna pull that arm, since we've been working on the left, I'll do the left. We're gonna pull that arm up, okay? Pull that hand up your back, and I want you just to feel a comfortable stretch in there. Make sure you're standing up tall and you're not like this, okay? Stand up nice and tall, hold it there. Again, 20 or 30 seconds. You can hold 3 times on each side. You can do some contract relax, squeezing that shoulder, and then coming up a little bit further. Squeezing that shoulder, and then coming up a little bit further, all right? Again, stretches should not hurt. Stretch to the pain, not through the pain, okay? So, warm it up, do some mobility, get that lacrosse ball in that little crevice that your shoulder blade makes when you're internally rotating, right? Then do that sleeper stretch, then do this PVC pipe or towel internal rotation stretch. Then do some pass-throughs again, test and retest, see if it feels any better, see if it feels looser, okay? Work on that so that we can take care of those shoulders. Remember, if we can't lock out into external rotation, get our shoulders externally rotated, because our internal rotators are tight, right? We want to be able to get out there, right? Then we're going to create injury and time off from training, right? So work on your body outside of the box so it can be better inside of the box, all right? It'll make you better outside the box, as well as your performance here. So good luck with training, have a good time, and we'll see you Friday Night Lights.